What do you get when you mix QVC or HSN with a call-in live talk show? Guess what? You get today's show on the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. I am super excited to be doing this special segment. Yes, holiday week. It's a business showcase. Listen, it's rapid fire. I am bringing dynamic business owners and leaders to you today. And if you're interested in hearing about their products and services, which I know you are, I want you to hang around. We're going to get right into it right after this quick intro. Don't you move.
Whoa. Why y'all so happy?
You don't know? Sharvette Mitchell is on the radio.
It's time to get motivated, excited, and influenced. Why? It's the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, live from Richmond, Virginia. And now, here to motivate, excite, and influence you, Sharvette Mitchell.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, broadcasting live from the capital city of Richmond, Virginia, but heard and seen all across the World Wide Web. I got to give some love for all of our Facebook streaming viewers. Hey, thank you for all the comments that are coming in. Thank you to those that hang out and check the show out on YouTube, Periscope, Twitter. We love you guys. And then certainly our podcast listeners that hang out on iTunes and Stitcher and all the places and Blog Talk Radio. Listen. If you are one of our faithful listeners that checks us out on iTunes and Spotify and all those places, this is a segment you probably want to get to and see it live, because these dynamic ladies that I'm going to present today in this special business spotlight, I think you need to see their lovely faces. So I encourage you can jump on at YouTube if you're listening from one of our podcast stations, youtube.com/Sharvette. And so listen, we have the virtual studio is full. Hey, Brian Robertson, thank you for stopping in. Hello to my mom, my real mom. Hey, Betty Jean. Awesome. Shout out to Marion Marketing Global. Thank you for stopping on in. Shout out to Sis Motivation, Sabrina Page, stopping in, saying hello. We are super excited to have you in this special business spotlight. So listen, today's show is going to be super fast. You're going to see me looking at my watch, keeping us on track, because I packed the virtual studio with dynamic ladies, and they are going to crush it by letting you know what they have going on. You know what? Sometimes when you're on social media, you see people saying, "Hey, I want to support a Black business. I want to support an African American business." Share this link. This show is full of people that you can patronize their businesses and all of their services. And so listen, some of our guests that are going to be coming in, they're hanging out already. All right. So let me bring up the first spotlight coming up. Sonya Keeve. Let me bring her into the studio. Sonya, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I am fabulous. Thank you so much for kicking us off. I think this is probably the most amount of guests we've had in one show, and this show is 13 years old. So you are kicking us off. But I want to jump right on in. Let's talk about what you're offering, who you are, and all that good stuff.
Well, first, I want to just thank you so much for allowing me to be on your show and in your listening audience. My name is Sonja Keeve, known as the Podcast Queen, and I work with female entrepreneurs to launch powerful podcasts in 30 days or less, so that they too can get the credibility, the visibility, and profitability for their business.
Wait a minute. So somebody listening could work with you and have their own podcast?
Absolutely.
Okay, so why is a podcast really important, really, for anyone that's listening?
Well, it's really important because I always say, like, if Facebook goes down, Twitter, all of those social media platforms go down, how are you going to continue to serve your audience in a mighty way? And so they always say, if you're not getting a seat at the table, you need to create your own table. And with podcasting, you get to do just that, because why? It's your own show and you get to run it the way you want to.
Okay, so how can you help listeners with their show?
So I actually will walk you through the exact steps that I actually did to launch my international podcast show, Inspiring Nations with Sonya Keith. Because you see, I have found that with podcasting, people want to start one, but they don't know kind of where to begin. So you need those kind of foundational steps to get you started off on the right foot. And so in my 6-week online class, which I actually teach live because I believe in delivering the information myself, you're going to walk through those 7 exact steps I did to launch my podcast show. And at the end of that 6-week program, you are launching your very own show.
Okay, so you got to tell us, how can we sign up?
So to sign up, this is an amazing time. I am running a super duper Black Friday sale right now. You can register, and this class normally has a monster tag price, but I'm offering it for 50% off because I truly believe in the power of people starting now. So if you want to register, the class will begin on December the 6th. You can register at bit.ly/Friday Black Deal 20 and hit the coupon code podcast now so that you can get the 50% off the regular retail price for my online course.
I mean, that's a steal. Like, you cannot beat 50% off. How did you get started with podcasting?
Well, it's so funny you asked. I actually started my own show through a social media dare. I was tasked in a group with other entrepreneurs to kind of create a product or service that they would be willing to do and implement right away. And so I just put the question out there to my listening audience and said, hey, if I started a podcast, would you be my guest? And 50 women said yes. And so I didn't even have the platform yet. I didn't even know what the show was going to be, right? But I knew 2 things. I knew I loved interviewing fantastic women, and I knew that I needed to create a platform because statistics show that women only represent 22% of all podcasters in the world. And so my goal is to teach and train over 100,000 women how to do that. So I launched my own show March 10th of 2018, and then we are now heard in over 164 plus countries. So what that tells me is that people need what you have, but you've got to have the platform in order to get them there. And so if you're ready to start now and not wait until 2021 to get it done, but doing it right now, that's exactly what I did. Some people were afraid. Hey, I was afraid, but guess what? I did it anyway. And if I hadn't done it, I wouldn't have met the incredible women that I've had on my show. And because it's so popular, I get more influencers that want to be on the show, just like Sharvette and just like so many others who have been through Inspiring Nations. And so that's kind of how I launched it. And so I figured, why not keep that? No, I'm not going to keep that gift to myself. I need to share that with the world. So if I was able to kind of DIY my own show to an international podcast, I needed to give back and teach other women how to do the exact same.
2 snaps or whatever they say. Okay, so tell us one more time, how can they sign up to take your pot, and tell us again what they get, all that good stuff.
So to sign up, you'll go to www.bit.ly/Black Friday Deal and the number 20. And then you'll enter the coupon code, all capitals, podcast now, because that's going to get you the 50% off. And in this 6-week course, we're going to talk about things like how to create your content, what type of equipment you need to use, how to get on iTunes, because everybody's trying to get on every platform, but there's very specific things you need to do so that you can get approved to do that. We're going to talk about how to get guests on your show, and of course, how to monetize, because guess what? You can actually generate revenue dollars when you create your own podcast show. But I can't tell you here. You got to get into the class and learn all the secrets of how to do that and so much more.
Wonderful. Please jump into all of our chats and give the link so the listeners can register or connect with you. Sonya, it's been great featuring you. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Well, awesome. Listen, we have jumped right on into this business showcase. Sonya Keeve, listen, I've got coming up the Candy Lady, and we're going to chat and showcase her. These segments are brought to you by the Platform Builder program. That is my signature program that we enroll once a year. Enrollment closes on Monday. Jump over to platformbuilder.biz. Jump over to platformbuilder.biz and find out about my 6 and 12 month program. I've got some testimonials that I'll share with you, video testimonials I'm going to share throughout this show. So we're ready to bring up our next guest. I'm bringing up to the mic the Candy Lady. Hello, Tammy.
Hello, Sharvette. I am so thankful and grateful to be your guest today. Thank you so much for inviting me.
You're welcome. We are glad to have you, Tammy Edwards. Tell people, listen, I'm going to let you have the floor. I might even drop back. Tell us all you got. Show us what you got. Let's go.
All right. Of course, my name is Tammy Edwards, and I am the Candy Lady. I create and design sweets buffets. I started doing this at about 7 years ago at a 30th high school class reunion. So I design and create sweets buffets for all types of events. I also create gift baskets, gift boxes, treat bags, and gift favor bags. I create these and design these for all types of events, especially weddings. If you're having a wedding and you want a sweets buffet, I'm your girl. If you are giving a sweet 16 party to your teenage daughter, I'm your girl. Graduation parties. If you want some wonderful gifts to give your groomsmen and your bridesmaids, I'm your girl. Please contact me, the Candy Lady. I am also doing a Black Friday special. I have boxes, bags, and baskets that I will be creating and designing. I customize each basket, each box, and each bag to your taste. There is never a one size fits all for anyone's sweets buffet, box, basket, or bag. You customize it to meet your need as the client. These baskets may include a little wine, a nice crystal glass, lots of popcorn, candies, cookies, some cakes, nuts. All baskets include these. My Black Friday special also includes my little stocking stuffers that you can get for anyone, not just children. These are $5 a piece at a minimum of 3. So call me, the Candy Lady. My email address is edwards_Tammy@ymail.com. Please hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, and also at Richmond Weddings.
Wonderful, wonderful. And so how do they find you on Facebook?
I am on Facebook as Tammy Edwards, the Candy Lady.
All right, and that's the actual page. And yes. So one of the boxes that you have, what are some of the things that come in the box?
Some of the things that come in the boxes, and I don't have the actual box, but basically some of the same things come in the box that come in the basket. The boxes are much easier to ship. So you may have a mug, you may have some flavored teas. They may also have a little glass of wine, champagne. All baskets include candy, cookies, cakes, nuts, and can include beautifully crafted crystal glasses. You will not get any Dollar Tree specials here.
This is what I wanted you to mention. You don't use Dollar Tree candy. Tell them the types of brands that you use.
Well, I love Ghirardelli. And I love Godiva. I believe I have some Ghirardelli. I have some Godiva in here. Of course, you have your Hershey's and your Ghirardelli treats, Kisses. There's no Dollar Tree. There's no non-named anything. If I don't want to eat it, I'm not going to give it to you.
All right. And listen,
no Dollar Tree.
We have a question. Any massage oils or any honeymoon baskets?
I do have honeymoon baskets. I don't generally put massage oils in my baskets because I don't like to mix those types of things with candy and foods. But because all of the baskets are customized to each customer's and client's taste, when we sit for a consultation, you tell me what you desire, and I will create it to be as specific and detailed as you would like for it to be.
Wonderful. Well, Candy Lady, thank you for being here. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you so much for having me. And please call me for a consultation. I'm located at the Shops at the Renaissance on Broad Street in Richmond, Virginia. Edwards_Tammy at ymail.com. The Candy Lady.
All right. Thank you. Oh boy. Listen, we're keeping it moving. Welcome to all those. Hey, shout out to my sister Kim, who's keeping it down on Periscope. We see you. Wonderful, wonderful. The Candy Lady, Tammy Edwards, the Candy Lady. Look her up. If you're local, connect with her. She can ship if you're not local. So let's move right on in. I am bringing up Christina Clark for our next spotlight. Keeping the studio hot and live. Hey, Christina.
Hey.
How are you?
I am doing good. Sharvette, how are you?
I am well. This is like fun. So I'm just moving and shaking. All right. So tell us everything about Imagine Media Lab and all the things you have available.
Yes. So Imagine Media Lab, in partnership with the Women's Business Center, is a multimedia rental studio for all things content creation. I was listening to Sonya. She talks about podcasting. And here we have a studio that includes all equipment, all the software is included in your hourly rental. So from podcasting packages to creating video, audio, voiceovers, radio, advertisements, marketing material can be done right here in Imagine Media Lab. I happen to be located in the studio. I thought what better to showcase the studio than to be right in here to actually do this on one of our dynamic microphones that we use for podcasting weekly, daily. And so I'm excited to be on your show, Sharvette.
Oh my goodness, Christina, I love it. And so how can they connect with you? Where do they go to reserve space and all that good stuff?
Yes, so they can go to www.imaginemedialabs.com. They can look at our website. They can actually listen to other podcast shows that are recorded live and produced out of here. They could book a session, but more importantly, I encourage people to book a virtual tour or an in-person tour because we know during COVID-19, we have our own procedures for wiping down equipment. And so they can go to our website. They can schedule time. They can actually get in here virtually, and we do an entire virtual tour that lasts anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, depending on any questions or any content they want to know about. But they can definitely go there. I'm the founder. I'm most likely going to do the virtual tour myself, and we're just in a beautiful partnership with the Women's Business Center.
Wow. And where in Richmond, what side of town are you located on?
Right. So we're right here in Richmond, the cusp of Henrico County, Willow Lawn. We're right here in the heart of Willow Lawn. Look across the street, we see Kroger. Sometimes we think they can hear our music, but we're right across the street from the Kroger at Willow Lawn.
Okay. And you offer trainings and classes and sessions from time to time, right?
We do. We actually do. But we also have things that we present and we live stream out of here from the author series, which Wendy Lee is coming on next month. And we're excited about Comedian Quiet Storm. We also have in partnership with the Indie Tube. They have an award show. So you can create your content here, upload to the Indie Tube. Now, Sharvette, you've heard of YouTube, right?
Yes.
So the IndieTube is very similar platform, except for you are the owner of your content. You can monetize right away. And so not only can you create your content in here, your podcast show, your films, your videography, you can also do it here, but you can actually upload to the IndieTube. And so that's by December 25th. And so we're in partnership. So you're going to see a lot of content coming from us out of here.
Okay, so podcast and video. So if someone wanted to do a video show?
Yeah, so if they wanted to record, they can actually record themselves doing their podcast. That way they only have their audio, but they have a video of it to upload to YouTube. And so we have Canon camera in here, all the equipment in here. Webcam is in here. That's one of the webcams I'm using right now. The Canon, as I mentioned earlier, is an M6 filming up to 1080p quality.
Okay, I'm going to let you come full screen real quick because
Sure.
I want you to help those who might have fear. They're like, I want to imagine Media Lab. I want to do more video. I want to do audio. I'm looking at 2021 and I'm working on my content marketing. What do you say to the person that might have fear about any of that? Take it away, Christine.
Yes. So we hold you by the hand. We don't just have self-service rental. We also have technician rental as well. And we not only hold you by the hand, we consult with you. You say, I want to start a podcast, but don't have the art cover that you need. I know you can imagine and thinking about what that looks like. We help you with our graphic designing. So we have a technician for the graphic designing. We have an audio engineering for the audio process. We want to hold you by the hand. We want you to schedule tours so you can actually get the tour and then schedule a session with us so you can know exactly how we output. We help you to compare, but at the end of the day, we want you to have a unique finished product by the time you're done recording your podcast.
There you have it. There you So we snatched the fear away,
yes.
Right?
Oh, absolutely. We're right here. We don't want you to do this alone and by yourself. So as we're crafting this out, and we're partnered with the Women's Business Center because we're already in entrepreneurial office space. Not only are we already here, and I remember connecting with the executive director at the Women's Business Center and says, I keep going to these co-working facilities and don't have a podcast studio. And so we crafted out, we honed in and said, we've got to offer technician services because people come in here and they're like, I don't know how that equipment works. And so we're here to help you.
I love the help. Now, you haven't always been in this space. Like, how did Imagine Lab even get birthed? Like, have you always envisioned this?
Yeah. So I took my love for all things content creation, videography, graphic design, and I have an administrative company, and many of my clients actually are probably listening in. I heard you shout a few out earlier. And so I took my background of working in those fields from an administrative perspective and helping my clients walk them by the hand. And I took my love and said, there are people that want to do the things that you see, the people who have the finances, the capital to make those things happen, the podcasting, the everything, but yet they don't have the equipment, finances are holding them back. But at an hourly rate, at as little as $25 investment, you can make a lot of that happen. And so we don't want anybody to be held back from not having the equipment, not having the software, that financial capital that it takes to actually produce the content that many of us see today on the big screen. And so I took my love for entrepreneurship, content creation, and as well as people should be able to create the things that you see that everybody else has got the finances to make their marketing content happen and build that out using a studio at an affordable price at an affordable rate or a place where you feel like home.
All right. Website and how can people follow you on social media?
Yes. So everything on social media is at Imagine Media Lab, just Imagine Media Lab everywhere. Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook. Definitely go to Facebook. You'll also see our website, which is www.imaginemedialabs.com.
All right. I love it. Any shout outs you want to give? Because I know you partner and you definitely shouted out where you're located, but any other hands that help you that you want to shout out?
Yes, I cannot make this possible without the Women's Business Center. What I've got to shout out the co-founders of the Women's Business Center, which is Shirley and Ty. They made this happen. They helped me build this out. Collaboration partnerships are everything. And I have such value for that. I got to shout out for the Indie too, for we're excited to be in a collaboration and sponsoring some of the things you're going to be seeing, the content creation. Brian Robertson and Ethan Evans. I'm excited just to shout those few names out. There's so many more, but definitely we're making it happen the best of our ability during these interesting times.
Absolutely. And listen, Brian is here hanging out with us. Yeah. Hello, Brian. Thanks. Much love. Thank you for being here. You ladies rock. They're loving you. All right. So connect. Thank you for stopping by and just being a part of the show.
Yes. Thank you, Sharvette.
You are welcome. Thank you. All right. Wow. Again, I told you at the top of the show, this is our business showcase, our business spotlight. The first time I've done it this way, it's rapid fire. We are showcasing various ladies, like about 5 to 7 minute spotlights, and we're just zooming on by. But listen, this segment is brought to you by my signature program that enrolls once a year, 12-month program and a 6-month program, and it's called PlatformBuilder.biz. PlatformBuilder.biz. Enrollment closes on Monday, And the program is all about your visibility and your branding. And listen, I think it's better if I let you hear from someone who's been in the program and let you hear from them. So I'm going to pop up here, Yulika Kimber, and let you hear her thoughts on the Platform Builder program.
Hi, I'm Yulika Kimber, CPA, and I want to talk about my experience with the Platform Builders program. It was a wonderful experience. It was 12 months along. And the name of the program, Platform Builders, is exactly what the outcome was. It is it built a platform for my business to move from just accounting. I really saw myself very narrowly before I began the program, and I just provided accounting services to clients. But after the program, I've added so many components that I learned within each one of the modules. I learned products and services, where I learned to add digital products and virtual-based platforms to deliver to customers. So I now have a online business academy where people can take courses about accounting and other business knowledge. And that was something I learned in the program. Also, I would talk about branding. I was able to understand better about my branding, included a full photo shoot. Also, learned about brand colors, and I selected my official brand color. So no matter what I do, whatever I go to print or media, anything, I know exactly what brand colors represent my Firm Foundation Accounting Solution and Yulika Kimber CPA. I feel as though I'm a more cohesive brand, learning that I'm more than just my service, that Yulika Kimber is a brand. That is the platform that was built in the program. Learned a little bit about visual branding and also about speaking. So I've received several speaking events as a result of speaking invitations, as a result of my Speaker One sheet that we developed in the program. And it's been really helpful to me. Finally, I was a part of the book compilation. And so I'm a published author again. So that is a very helpful thing to get more of my knowledge out to people and to increase my exposure. So if you're on the fence, I would recommend that you go ahead and take the leap. You have to invest in your business, invest in yourself as a brand. Sometimes we move just out of what we know, but it helps to sit under a coach who can take your brand and your platform to the next level. Thank you.
All right, there you have it from one of my clients, Yulika Kimber, shoutplatformbuilder.biz. And this segment is brought to you by them. All right, let's bring Training on Wheels up to the virtual studio. Hey girl.
Hey, how are you?
I am doing well. Thank you for being here. Introduce yourself and tell us, what is Training on Wheels?
Hey guys, my name is Vinzanna. I am the office expert at Training on Wheels. We provide education and consulting services to busy professionals. And we have two goals, just two goals: to automate tasks and to increase productivity, which ultimately saves time, come on, and some money. Okay, so excited to be here with you, Sharvette. Nice to officially meet you.
Yes, like we connect on Instagram and in the Facebook group, but this is our first like live interaction. And listeners and viewers, we just let y'all kind of listen in on it. And so I know you are like a expert on Excel. Like, is that where your first passion and love came from, to help people with Excel, or did it start somewhere else?
It actually started there. My background is in accounting, believe it or not. I was actually a government auditor, and we worked with Excel, and this was years ago, but I won't tell you how long, because then you'll try to figure out my age. So, but we worked with Excel a lot, and that's why I was introduced to the fact that it can do so much. Like, you don't have to pay thousands of dollars for X, Y, and Z software when you have this program that 750 million other people use. You have it right there. It's probably on your computer right now, right? And that's where I fell in love. But, you know, my connection, I guess how that evolved. Being an auditor was good, but I was kind of talking to myself, talking to the computer, and I needed to evolve as a person. And that's when I decided to go into teaching. So I became a professor. at HBCU in Columbia, South Carolina. And then I got to combine both of the loves, excel and educating.
And then how did you come up with the name Training on Wheels?
It was a weird story. It was actually gifted to me. Believe it or not, I did not come up with my own name. I was talking about the idea, and I was talking about being accessible as a trainer. You know, I live in Jacksonville, Florida. Not everyone can come to Jacksonville, Florida. I want to travel to you, or you can enroll in my online academy. You know, so I wanted to be accessible. And my husband was like, well, what about Training on Wheels? And I'm like, you smart.
I'm gonna keep you.
Yeah, so that's how it came to be. And we just kind of ran with it. And my first gift was my logo that he purchased for me. And here we are.
Here we are. So what do you have to offer? Do you have Black Friday sales? Who can enroll? What you got? Tell us all the deets.
So
and I'm gonna have you on full camera for this.
Okay. Well, I'm excited about Black Friday, guys, because I was sharing something with you that's not even on my website. Black Friday, we have our most popular course, Excel Tips, Tricks, and Time Savers, and it's available in our online academy. All that simply means is that it's a self-paced course, so you can pause, rewind, fast forward, and you can improve your efficiency in Excel. This course is valued at $297, but drum roll, please. Black Friday, you can save 70%, and the course is now available for $97. Now, here's the secret. On my website, it says that this is a pre-order. I just finished all of the content for the class, so it's no longer a pre-order. The class is available right now for you to purchase and to learn all things Excel. And I am just super excited. I really, really am, because I get Excel questions all day. So here's your answer. It's in the course.
There you have it. What's your website address?
Trainingonwheels.com. You can find me on there, as well as all social media platforms. So just simple, trainingonwheels.com. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Training on Wheels.
Like, you made it so simple and so easy. Are there other services that you offer? Anything else that you want to mention?
I'm just here to help you to excel, literally. I do offer more than Excel services. So as a Microsoft certified trainer, I offer Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Access, so the entire suite. Book a consultation, let's talk. All of my products, I like to cater to you. I'm not here about the fluff. I'm not here to offer webinars. It's just not my thing. I'm here to teach so that you can grow, so you can level up. So I'm excited to hear from you guys. Trainingonwheels.com. Thank you, Sharvette. This was really incredible. I appreciate you so much.
Welcome. Thank you. And I do want to point out, this is for adults. It also could be teens. I want to point out kind of the age. Can you just let them know the age range for this?
We are PG-13 rated. Anybody, anyone that wants to learn Excel. I actually have my son learning Excel, and he's 11 years old. There's never too early to start, because it's not an option anymore, right? This isn't optional. This is required.
All right. Well, awesome. Yeah. Trainingonwheels.com. Thank you for stopping by.
You're welcome. I'm enjoying it. See you later, guys.
All right. Thank you. All right. We're keeping it moving. Listen, I'm rolling right on in. Ayanna is coming on up. Listen, finances and money with listen, I'm gonna just let her tell it. Let me just bring you on there. Ayanna Smith, how you doing today?
I am doing well today. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
Yes. And so the money lady, tell us all, like, is it any kind of money? What part of our money do you help us with?
The part that I help with, oftentimes I get asked, do you help with my credit? I have people that I can outsource, connect, because I have a team of people that I of course work with, and but my main thing is helping people make and save money. And basically, that middle America, you earn money but sometimes don't know what to do with it other than what we do in our professional jobs, a 9 to 5. And we're sold that because, I mean, my background was in education and I was sold that same dream. You take the big book that's almost big as the old big telephone book. So, you know, I'm dating myself when we talk about a telephone book, but you were thrown that prospectus and said, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and you just pick something. And so what I'm able to do is help people to sit down and customize a plan for them to help them to enhance what they already have. You have the 401ks, the 403bs, the TSPs, the IRAs, the Roths, and all of that. If you have that, sometimes there's some other things that you can add on that's in addition to that can build it tax-free.
Ooh, you talking some language right there. And so, is money still a touchy topic for a lot of people? Is it hard to have conversations about money?
It is, because also with that, it's money and mindset. It really is, because people can make lots of money, you know, and say, oh, I'm good. But sometimes that I'm good is a shield for I'm good, I think, but I don't want you to pull the covers back. And it's not about pulling the covers back. It's about exposing enough so that we will be able to maintain our covers and not be out in the cold because we don't fully understand the things that are out there to help us and how we can tune up just a few things and you know, just get to the next level. Yeah,
get to the next level. And so I know there are some people listening and that are going to catch this in the replay and all that good stuff. And they're saying, I probably need to chat with her. What's the best way for people to connect with you?
You can connect with me, of course, through, Ask Ayanna. I see that comment. Wait, absolutely. Ask Ayanna, askayanna.com, but absolutely connect with me on Facebook. The quickest way on Facebook is at no, not that. Let me say it again. Let me get it together. It's Ayanna MS. So it's at Ayanna MS. So I was right. I was trying to say my @ sign, Ayanna MS. And then I have a YouTube channel as well, the Ayanna Smith. But if you catch me on Facebook and IG, I'm there in that capacity. And then I can get you to where I need you as far as the financial piece. So just make it simple.
Make it simple. So what are some myths that are out there related to the financial, areas that you hone in on? Any myths that you want to debunk and throw out the window?
Yes. I have insurance on my job. Okay. And just a tidbit, that is as long as you have that job. When you leave that job, most of the time you cannot carry that with you. So I'm able to help people to own. You know, sometimes people ask, is it better to own or is it better to rent? Of course, everybody's situation is different, but it kind of is synonymous in the financial piece. When you look at yourself comprehensively, what do I need? Do I need something that's term, perm? What do I need? You know, and that's where we sit down and, like I said, and customize what you need, because everybody does not need the same thing. It even ranges and debunk the myth of what you need in certain age ranges. Certain areas of your life, you need certain things.
Yeah. So in that insurance piece, if you're young and you're 20, 21, and you're like, oh, I don't need insurance right now, what do you say to that person?
I would say, you know what, you do need it, because what if you get sick and you get in an accident? God forbid, we want everybody to be healthy, but what if you get in an accident and then you cannot care for yourself? That requires time and care and money. And that's one of the larger things that bridges, that will not bridge the gap if we don't have things in place, because there's a thing, if you qualify, called living benefits. And a lot of people don't know about that. And so when they hear that, they say, what is that? I said, we need to talk.
All right. One more time. How can they talk to you and connect with you?
You can connect with me. Just connect with me via Facebook, if most people have Facebook. And also to, excuse me, that's at Ayanna MS. It's like Miss Ayanna backwards. So you can connect with me that way. And also on Twitter, as well as Facebook, Twitter, and IG. Yes, those three things. Ayanna MS.
And you're available to go to churches or different groups and actually do some complimentary seminars, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you have a women's group, church, lay members, ushers, any type of group, professional women, professional men. I do not discriminate other than, we need to get our money tightened up, because most of the time it's just a few little nuts and bolts that need to be tightened up, or maybe some WD-40 sprayed on it just to get those quirks and squirks out. And then, like I said, it just take you to the next thing. But yes, I'm available for free financial seminars and just talking about business period. Oh, and one more myth that is needs to be debunked, Sharvette, is sometimes in certain communities, understanding about estate taxes and estate planning, that is a connector that sometimes we really miss. And that insurance does more than just bury people.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Well, thank you for stopping by. I know the listeners, viewers are going to connect with you, and we just appreciate all that you're doing to help us out.
I appreciate you for the platform. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Listen, we just keeping it moving here. We're keeping it moving here. I'm bringing up to the mic. You all actually heard her name said a couple times. Comedian Wendy Lee. She's coming up to the mic right now. Hello, Wendy. How are you?
Oh, I'm fantabulous, Sharvette. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so glad to be here.
And so glad to be seen and viewed, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, indeed.
So, comedian Wendy Lee, tell us, your spotlight. What I love is that you are a comedian, but even during this COVID, you know how to do virtual comedy. You've got all this going on. So tell us how people can bring you in and what types of functions that you're available for.
Okay, I'm available for anything where people want clean comedy. Now, main thing I do is church events, but I have branched out. I have spread my roots. Hey, my cousin, right? I got so many cousins, I don't know which one that is, but hey, cousins, I got cousins all over the place. Hey, cousins. So I'm available for church events, on women's groups. I've done a couple of corporate things since COVID-19, birthday parties. I know this virtually. I mean, it's just been wonderful. Hey there, that's Brian. That's my cousin Brian. Yes, indeed. I'm related to everybody. I'm easily distracted, Sharvette. I'm like,
okay, so I'm not gonna put up any more comments. I'm not gonna. Well, I gotta put this one out. My sister. This is
my 5 minutes. I'm getting my. But yes. Well, like I said, anything where people want clean comedy, like I've done birthday parties, pastoral anniversaries, like anything corporate, and I love. But my favorite thing to do is actually women's. I love to do anything that involves women, because I just happen to be a woman. I was born that way. Yeah,
it just worked out so nicely.
Yes, absolutely. So it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Virtual, in person. I got a mask. I got plenty of masks. So yeah, that's one. But I got gloves. Yes, I got microphone condoms. Yeah, all that. Yes.
All of that. And so can you craft something? Do you customize your comedy? Like, let's say it's a retirement party versus maybe a wedding, some type of bridal shower that they want to do virtual. Do you customize your comedy?
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I have done that several times. For some business events that I have been in, and for birthday parties. I actually do that for birthday parties, whatever birthday party is. I try to go back to the year where they were like a teenager or in their 20s, and just highlight things that was going on during that time. It's like a walk down memory lane.
Walking down memory lane.
Yeah, absolutely, because people love that nostalgia effect. People love it. Yes.
Awesome. And so how can people reach out? How can they connect with you? Website and all that good stuff.
Well, they can reach out like this. That's how they reach out. Okay. well, actually, I am on the face of the book. I'm on the Insta of the gram. I'm on Facebook under Wendy Lee. I'm on the Instagram under comedian _Quiet Storm. Now, somebody actually asked me how to spell underscore. You don't spell out the word underscore. It's the little icon, the underscore, the little line. They go down. Yes, and I also have a website, and it is Wendy Lee. Quiet Storm. I almost forgot. I just had a mind for you. It's www.wendyleequietstorm.com.
Wonderful. Anything you have that you're offering for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, anything else you want to tell the listeners about?
I sure do. I have these wonderful t-shirts because I got the hip hop Bible.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Listen, I'm gonna let you come full camera so they can see. I'm gonna step out and I'm gonna let you have full camera.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at myself. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So y'all, I got these wonderful hip hop Bible t-shirts. Yes, because I'm creative like that. So I'm coming up with my hip hop Bible, and people just love this here scripture. It's the creative version of 2 Chronicles 7:14. It says, "If my people call by my name will humble themselves, pray, seek my face, turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven, forgive sin, heal the land." That's a whole lot to say. I got it. Like this, and it says, "Woo! If my peace will stop tripping and holler at me, I holler back, and it'll be all good." I got it in purple because purple is the royal color. Church folk like purple, so I got it in the purple. And guess what, y'all? I also got it in black since it's Black Friday. I got it in black, and look, and it's gold because people love gold. So gold is royalty all over the place. Yes, and then unisex. I could have said gender neutral, but I just want to say the word sex. So it's for men and it's for women. And guess what? Got the special coming up. Look, and if you get it, they come with this wonderful little tweed right here. Look, they come with the little bow on it. And guess what the bow is? The bow is locks of Jesus' hair. Because we all know that Jesus was black. It's Black Friday. It's Black Jesus Friday. I got locks of Jesus' hair. Because Jesus had locks and he kept them well maintained. So yeah, so they come wrapped in the shirt, the nice little burrito wrap, just for you. Amen. They can be found on the website. You can have one. You can have one, Miss Henderson. Yes, you can. You can go to www.wendyleequietstorm.com. Hit that shop now button and it can be yours. And guess what? I also, because some people done gained the quarantine 15, it's all right. And some people is more blessed in the chest than I am. So I went and I got some on order right now. I got the 3X and the 4X. So from medium to 4X, if you blessed in the chest, you can still get you some. Amen, Deborah. Thank you, Sharvette Mitchell.
If you blessing the chat, listen, I ain't even going down that route. Yes. Wendy is, look, Pastor Chandra. Church people love purple, honey. She got the right. Not Jesus had locks. That is hilarious. T-shirts, can you get them? You can get them to them before the holiday, Christmas stock. Listen, somebody said they need a small, but the medium.
I'm small. I'm sorry. I do have small. I do have small, but most people don't. Yes, I have small. Yes, if you're not so blessed in the chest like I am, I get small. I got small. Yes.
Small. I mean, what a combination. Comedian Wendy Lee, her own t-shirt line, the holy hip hop. No, I said it wrong. Say it for me again. Am I saying it
right? You're right.
Okay, holy hip hop.
The Bible is holy. The Bible is holy. It don't have holes in it, but it's holy.
All right. And your website address one more time.
It is www.wendyleequietstorm.com.
All right. And for the comedy side, you are taking virtual. You are available for in-person. You also appear on a radio show weekly, don't you?
I used to. I retired from that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm retired. I am. Yes, I retired.
But you can also do, like, are you planning to do any of your own kind of virtual comedy shows? Anything like that in the works?
Yes, I am, because I have this business coach that's been stressing how important it is to host your own events. So yes, I'm gonna push myself out there, and my goal is I'm gonna say it before God and all these witnesses, because I know if I say it out here, I got to do it.
Many witnesses.
I'm gonna do it before 2021. I'm gonna do it before this year is out.
Oh,
yeah, that's the plan. So somewhere in December, the month of December, yes. Yeah, so now keep a watch out. Keep a watch so you can come and get some of this clean laughter.
All right. And where can they follow you on all your social media platforms?
They can follow me. They can follow me on the face of the book under Wendy Lee, and they can follow me on the Insta of the gram under comedian_quiet storm. Yes, Tony, I'm going to do it. I done put it out there now. See what y'all ready to be doing.
Miss Clark is saying you got to host your own event. Need a daily podcast from you. Up, she's nudging you. Okay. Listen, Imagine Media Labs, they're nudging you. They're nudging you. All right, Wendy. Thank you for stopping by and always being, I've got to say this, such a huge supporter of this show. Just on any other day, she will show up all the way from Wakanda to listen and participate in the comments of the show, and we appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you, Sharvette. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right. Oh my goodness. I know you guys are loving this business showcase. I haven't done this before. It's rapid fire. Listen, we are moving right along. I see my next guest, Danielle, is coming on in. If you're brand new to me and you're like, who is this? I'm Sharvette Mitchell, the host of the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. And I work with female entrepreneurs and a few lucky men to help them build their online platforms so that they generate more revenue with an amazing online brand. And I do that in a couple of ways, with my one-on-one services, with my group coaching programs, and I'm really focused on your visibility and your marketing. And so this show is an outlet for that. So you can find out more, Sharvette.com, which is right there on the screen. We'll let you hear all of our past guests and all of our past shows, which are normally interview style. But again, this was special. It's a holiday week. I want it to be a blessing for different businesses, and let's just do a business spotlight. So this is what it is all about. All right, so let's jump on in. I've got my next guest coming up. Let me bring her into the studio. Hello, Miss Gilbert. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. How are you?
I am awesome. I'm so glad to have you.
Yes, and I'm so glad to be here.
Yes. So listen, tell our listeners you're an HR strategist. Tell us what you do and all that good stuff.
Yes. So hello, Facebook friends that are watching. I am Danielle Gilbert, the CEO and principal consultant of Manifest and You Consulting. We are an HR firm here in Richmond, Virginia. We service other states such as Northern Virginia, Maryland, North Carolina, but we offer HR solutions to individuals, especially companies, small to medium-sized companies, to help them minimize their risk, avoid lawsuits, and save them thousands of dollars. And so today, for Black Friday, since I'm here promoting my business, we have a couple things that are happening for Black Friday, and they're actually now available on the website. And one of those is that I am an author, international speaker. And so you can literally go to my website and purchase all three. I'm missing the other one, but there are three books for the price of one, $35. We also have a manifestation virtual workshop that is occurring on January the 6th. So if you are struggling with trying to understand how to manifest the desires in your life, I encourage you to join me on January the 6th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And for those who do sign up with me, get a free discovery call so I can help you, coach you to your best. And then also you get a free t-shirt that says manifestation and a mug. So that is who I am. I am Danielle M. Gilbert, your HR strategist.
I love this. And as an entrepreneur, in companies, we hear of the HR department. A lot of times entrepreneurs, you are the HR department, even when you have employees, contractors under you. So I'm actually going to step out of the screen. I would love for you to give maybe let's do three tips for those that are entrepreneurs and the things they should think about in the HR space, dealing with contractors and employees. Can you help us with that?
I surely can. See, look, when you stay ready, you don't have to get ready, right?
That's what I love. Take it away.
Yes. So hello again, Danielle Gilbert. So three tips that I would like to offer entrepreneurs stepping into dealing with HR is to ensure that you have your policies, your procedures in place, but also making sure that you are classifying your employees accordingly. So if you're in HR, you have 1099 workers or you have W-2 employees, please ensure that you are classifying them and you have the appropriate documentation, especially when you're you're dealing with 1099 workers or contractors, what they call them, that you have an agreement and you understand that if they are 1099, you cannot control the work that they do. You cannot tell them what time they come in. You cannot even dictate the type of equipment they are using to do the job that you're asking them of. But if they are W-2, you do have that direct control of making sure that they are on time, they are doing what they are supposed to, and you're providing the tools and equipments for them to do their job. So what that simply means is that in order to ensure that you have those in place, make sure that you have policies, procedures, you have a handbook in place, and you also making sure that you have someone who's handling your employee relations issues that come up. There are things as investigations. There are many, many different things that happen in HR. So, the takeaway from here, make sure you have your policies, your procedures, your handbooks in place, and you have someone who is managing your day-to-day operations of human resources. And also as an entrepreneur, making sure that you are ensure that people have a platform or outlet to talk to individuals or someone in HR to help them with their problems. Keep that open door, minimize that risk as much as you can. If you have any questions or if I can coach you to success to help you minimize risk, avoid lawsuits, and save money, I am your solution to your HR problems. I am Danielle M. Gilbert, your HR strategist. Hey girl, you can come on back.
I love it. Yes. Listen, are you a preacher?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
I don't know. You almost sound like you was preaching. I was like, she got that down. So I love it. So and I say this because even those of you that are listening and viewing, even if you are a solopreneur, you have to be thinking down the road. But once you get one contract, you need an HR consultant. Even if you have one contractor, let me say it that way. Even if you have, listen, I'm getting some testimonies here. Tony said yes. I mean, even one contractor, if you've never managed people before, I was having a conversation with a friend that does consulting, and she was like, that's probably a gap in the entrepreneur world, is like, if you've never managed people before, and now, as entrepreneurs, we become everything. And if you never manage people, what do you say to that?
Yeah. So one thing is very important to your point. I concur with you that whether it's one person or there is 20 people or 100 people, it is very important that you do have someone who manages your HR. The thing, even as a solopreneur, entrepreneur, even in small and medium-sized companies, the first thing that goes is HR. And so what I have been able to do is pivot my business to be your virtual HR strategist, to come in and give you those tools virtually to manage your payroll, to manage your policies. I do simple things as a handbook. I have a la carte services. You don't have to retain me, but I can give you a handbook that you can utilize to ensure that that one person, that 20 people, or that 100th person all understand what is expected of them. And that's how you minimize your risk and save that money. And not just save money, but save thousands of dollars to that bottom line.
All right. One more time. Where do they go to connect with you and get an consultation and all that good stuff?
Yes. So you can find me. My website is manifestingyoualloneword.com. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Danielle M. Gilbert or Manifesting You. And I am here to serve you. As I said, I am your HR strategist. And I thank you.
Thank you for being here. I love your energy. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Woo! I'm telling you, listen, Brian, thank you for hanging out with you. He's like, I gotta go jump on a Zoom call. Thank you for being here for the time that you were here. Yes, Tony, I was hearing a preacher. I don't know. It just sounded like that was preaching, but maybe we just needed to hear that. Listen, if you have been hanging out with us the whole show, thank you so much. This is the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Listen, somebody might have just shared it with you and you ended up here. This is our business showcase special edition. I just wanted to bless and showcase different businesses. I am Sharvette Mitchell, and I do work with female entrepreneurs and a few lucky men to help them build their online platforms and their personal brands. And I'm hugely focused on your visibility and your marketing. And this show is one extension of that. Yeah, listen, Sonya is saying Danielle knows her stuff. I can tell it. Look, Lisa, you know, you the friend I was talking about. Confirmation says confirmation. All right, coming up, Rant. Listen, she's a good anchor. We in this relay race. We have come to the end. She's an excellent anchor. She's gonna bring it home. Coming up to the mic, a beautiful, dynamic. Listen, you look smashing.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, film producer. So a little bit, we've given a lot of different things in this show. I'm so excited to have you here and to talk about your new film. I was able to be at the premiere. So tell our listeners like everything about your new film and the venture and all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, girl. Hey, Sharvette. Thank you for having me. And hello to all the listeners on the World Wide Web. It is an honor to be here. So my name is Chandra Payne, and I am an author and filmmaker. I write, direct, and produce films under my company, Pippi Productions, LLC. And my first film is a feature-length documentary called A Silent Enemy, which we just did an in-person screening for back in October. And Sharvette was able to make the screening. I was so excited to have you there. Thank you. A Silent Enemy is a documentary, as I said, a feature-length film, and it's about domestic violence in the Black community. And so coming up in just a few weeks, December 11th, for those of you who are not able to make the in-person showing, we're actually going to be doing a virtual screening. That's right. So you can watch it from the comfort of your own home. So we are really excited about that.
Wonderful. How can they watch it? Where do they go to register and all of that?
Yeah, so you can visit my website at www.asilentenemy.com. That's www.asilentenemy.com. You can see the trailer. You can also purchase tickets. There's a link at the top of the page for you to purchase tickets.
Wonderful. And what brought you down this road of creating a film?
I've actually always wanted to be a filmmaker. When I was a kid, hence the title of my production company, Pippi Productions. Pippi was one of my nicknames, and it was one of the characters that I used to create. I love to create stories and share them with my family, and so Pippi was one of the characters, hence the name of my film company. I did go into corporate America for about 15 years. Nothing wrong with the 9-to-5. We got to have them, right? But after that, I decided to become an author and a filmmaker. So I just kind of woke up one day and said, it's time. It's time. I've got to do what God has called me to do. And so that's what I did. I literally woke up and said, I'm going to do this film. I did it scared. I didn't know how I was going to pay for it. I had never written, directed, or produced a film. And literally, God just gave me everything that I needed, including wonderful partners, sponsors, people to help finance the film. So here we are today. Yeah.
And I love the story of how you even got to the content of the film and how you decided to, like, what to even produce. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so as an author, I was attending different conferences in North Carolina, just promoting my book. And I met all of these survivors who shared their story with me about domestic violence. And so I started researching it. And what I found out was that domestic violence obviously happens in every community, and it happens to both, all genders, men and women. But what I found is that in the African American community, our rates are higher than other races. And so as a Black woman, as a creative, as a seeker of truth and justice, I've always wanted to be able to lend my creative voice to projects that would often go underlooked, or the message wouldn't be put out there. And so that's what I decided to do. I took all that creative energy that I have, the artistic gifts that God has given me, and I used it to talk about domestic violence. And this film is really an educational awareness film to help people know what domestic violence is.
It's so interesting. The film is so interesting because there are different vignettes and stories that you're able to tell. Some of the viewers that are even here are featured. So thank you for being here, or people that helped to bring this to light.
Yeah.
And what do you say to the person that says, "Oh, well, she or he just needs to leave"? Like why don't they just leave? What is your response to that person?
Yeah, it's not that easy. Domestic violence is a very complex and dynamic thing. And so when you tell someone to just get up and leave, what happens a lot of times, they're going to do the opposite. They'll become closer to the abuser. And so we have to make sure that we're educated about what domestic violence is, how to spot it, and also how to interact with someone who you suspect is in a domestic violence relationship. What I encourage people to do is to, instead of telling someone to leave, maybe help to boost up that victim's self-esteem, because the abuser, 9 times out of 10, they're breaking it down every day, right? Whether it's through physical abuse or emotional abuse, they are literally cutting them down every day. So help build them up. Share resources. Hey, Sonya, hey. Share resources with the person that you suspect is in an abusive relationship. The National Domestic Violence Hotline is one resource. There's so many resources that are available, but please, please, please do not tell them to leave.
Ooh, and you also bring up that it is not just females, but that males are impacted by this, which may be a myth or maybe something that people don't think about, right?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of times you'd be surprised. Some people know that they're in domestic violence relationships, and others don't know that they're in domestic violence relationships. For the men, there is physical violence as well, but a lot of times what we see in domestic violence relationships where men are actually the victims, it could be a lot of emotional abuse. Let's say that there are children involved, and maybe the abuser will tell the male victim something like, "You're a worthless father. You don't make anything. You don't bring any money into this home. How are you going to support the children, right? Is this what you want your children to see? They're no good daddy." Like, there are all kinds of, that's just a small example of what it could look like. But it happens in every community. It happens in every race, and no matter your gender. But as an African-American woman, I don't see enough people that look like me sharing stories and writing and directing and producing films. So it was really important for me to do that.
Oh, right. And to tell the stories of others, because it doesn't happen. In this case, I want to point out to viewers and to listeners, this is not Chandra's personal story, but she was so impressed by all of those that were coming to her and just commenting from her book, which is, what's the title of your book?
You Go Girl, 25 Ways to Step into Your Greatness.
Oh, right. Where can they pick that up at?
So you can pick this up on Amazon.com. Again, it's You Go Girl, 25 Ways to Step into Your Greatness.
All right. There you go. There you go. And what's on the horizon? So we've got the virtual showing. Can you let us know what's on the horizon?
Absolutely. So we do have the virtual screening that's coming up December 11th at 7 p.m. And after that, we're going to do a Q&A with some of the cast and some of the folks in the film. Also, I am offering, this is my Black Friday special.
All right.
In addition to working on my own films, and I have some others that I'm going to start working on as well. But in addition to working on my own films, I want to be able to help others share their message, right? Whether you're an author or you have a story to tell, maybe you haven't written a book yet, but there's a story that's waiting on the inside of you that just needs to be told, but you're not sure how to do it. And so I'm offering your listeners on the show a 15-minute chat with me to talk about how to get that done.
Wow, I love that. I love that because oftentimes it's really about telling the story, but visually. Sometimes we think just books, but perhaps the story or the journey or whatever needs to be on the big screen.
Absolutely. I'm in talks with a couple of women right now, two of which have written books, and they want to get their message out, right? They want to share their story about what they've overcome. And they have some compelling stories. One lady, the first time I talked to her, I was like, oh my God, I could see this as a Lifetime film. And we could do this and this and that. And so I'm all things creative. I'd love to sit down with, the folks that are listening to the Sharvette Mitchell radio show and talk about how we can help get your message out there.
All right. And where do they go to connect with you for that offer?
Sure. You can visit my personal website at www.chandrabpayne.com. That's www.chandrabpayne.com. And you can visit the film website at www.asilamenemy.com. Again, that's www.asilamenemy.com.
All right. How does it? I remember you attending the 4th annual pop-up conference in Richmond, Virginia, which is my signature conference that we hold once a year. And so that was we're in 2020. That was 2019. And you were not a filmmaker at that time. Now, a year later, you are a filmmaker. Like, how does that feel?
It feels amazing. I'll be honest, if I can be completely honest, I'm a little bit of a crybaby. So my husband gets to see and witness all of this. And so every time I get an email, or for example, I've had people reach out to me from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast about the film. They want to see the film for possible distribution. And I literally go cry on my husband's shoulder. Right? I get up and I do podcasts and radio shows and I'm talking about, yes, I'm a filmmaker and I do this and it's great. Yeah. And then I go pull off all the makeup and go cry. Tears of joy, not sadness, obviously. Yeah. But I still have to pinch myself because I'm the little girl from the projects of Brooklyn, New York, who had a dream. And I'm not going to say how many years later, but a couple of years later, it's here. And so I'm just so grateful and honored that I'm in this space and to be able to do what I'm able to do.
Wow. Well, I got to tell you, this show, not to brag and boast on my show, but I have this show through these virtual studios. I've had many great people come through who blew up after this show. So I'm really excited that we're talking to you now. So don't get funny on the red carpet.
Never.
And you haven't been on the Sharvette Mitchell radio show with Emmys and Grammys and Netflix and all of that. Because definitely this show has been a conduit of people. You all can just Google me, Google the show, go to Sharvette.com. You'll see some of the people that we've interviewed before in the past. But I really believe that we get connected with great people like you, and it's amazing of the journey that you have. So we're wrapping up because listen, I can talk longer to you because you the anchor. We're closing out the show. Getting a lot of love in the comments. So the next projects that you will produce or direct, can you give a sneak peek of like what kind of topic or what time of? Can you give any of that, or you're like y'all got to just wait?
My next film will also be a documentary, but I also have started writing a screenplay for a comedy. Oh. Yeah, which would be a total stretch from what I'm currently doing.
Yeah.
But as far as the stories that the women that I'm collaborating with to tell their stories, those would be documentaries.
Okay, I love that. I love that. Well, I thank you for being here one more time. Just for those, I see people popping in and out, all of your online contacts and how we can connect with you.
Sure, absolutely. And thank you, because I saw someone pop my information into the comments, but you can connect with me on www.asilamenemy.com and www.chandrabpayne.com. On Facebook, you can find me at Chandra Broadnax Payne. You can also find me under A Silent Enemy on Facebook. And if Instagram is your thing, you can find me at Chandra B. Payne, as well as A Silent Enemy.
And you might have, I don't know, comedian Wendy Lee got that piqued her interest that it might be some type of comedy. So you might have your first actress tryout here.
Yes, she's hilarious. I've had the pleasure of listening to her.
Well, thank you for being here and for rounding out this business spotlight, and just wishing you much more continued success.
Thank you for having me.
You are welcome. All right. Woo! This has been like rapid fire. I said at the beginning we were going to go fast. Thank you for hanging out. If you came in any part, and yes, Coach Tracy was like, "Hey, I got to watch the replay." Absolutely, you just snatched the words out of my mouth. Go back and watch from the beginning all of the dynamic ladies that we were able to feature here on this special business spotlight this holiday week. I want you guys to have an amazing week and holiday and safe and all of that. We are so thankful for you. This show is over 13 years old. I never had an extended break. We've continued to move. And what's so interesting is that I have not had to pull this along. It has pulled me along. It has absolutely pulled me along. Signing off for the day, I'm Sharvette Mitchell, online strategist, and I work with female entrepreneurs and a few lucky men to help them build their online platforms, personal brands, so that they generate more revenue. And I do that in a couple of ways, with one-on-one consulting and also group coaching. My platform builder clients some of them are hanging out here. The sponsor for this segment is my platform builder program. Jump over to platformbuilder.biz. Jump over to platformbuilder.biz. Let me just pop this up on the screen for you. I only enroll in this 12-month and 6-month program once a year. And so we're open for enrollment until Monday, November 30th. And if you are looking to confidently go in the right direction with your branding, with speaking, with events, with media, with your content marketing, with your products and services, I'd love to have an opportunity to chat with you to see if this is a good match. So just jump over to platformbuilder.biz, again, who is the sponsor for this segment. All right, it's a wrap. Thank you so much, Ayanna. Thank you for being here. Super show. Thank you. Shout out to my sister, Kim. Hey, girl. Hey. Yes, you're over 13 years old too, comedian Wendy Lee from Wakanda. Thank you so much. And let me pop up some information here. Chandra, our last guest there. All of the contact information is hanging out here. If you are listening from our podcast, definitely this was a show that you probably want to go to my YouTube and watch, even though you might be listening from iTunes. We got faithful iTunes and Stitcher and all of that listeners. I would encourage you to go to youtube.com/Sharvette and watch this episode because it was just amazing. So there we have it there. All right. Until we meet again, thanks for the love, Mom. Thank you for Sonya Keeve, who opened us up. She was the first anchor. She opened us up on the show. We thank you for being here. And I love you guys. And until we meet again, peace and love. Have an amazing holiday. I'll see you later.
Live from Richmond, Virginia, you've been listening to the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Get Sharvette Mitchell every Tuesday at 6 p.m., interviewing all the stars you want to hear from. So until next week, stay motivated, excited, and influenced. This is the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show.